Good day. My name is Raymond Chiroka, and I'm presenting our Group 6 Capstone report. The title of our project was Sentiment Analysis on COVID-19 using social media data. COVID-19 was declared a pandemic by the World Health Organization in March 2020, and most countries worldwide went into partial or total lockdown. And the main means of communication was via social media platforms. The aim of our project was to try to identify potential bots versus human communication around the COVID-19 pandemic. We also wanted to identify South African blogs versus the international blogs. And we also wanted to carry out sentiment analysis around the messages sent by bots and humans and those sent by locals against the global messages. So a large COVID-19 dataset containing user information was used with about 1 million examples and 117 features. To try and identify bots versus humans, the activity of the profile was used as a proxy. If the activity was more than 72 messages per day, that was classified as a potential bot. And to classify sentiments, polarity was used. If polarity was negative, the message was classified as negative sentiment. If polarity was positive, the message was classified as being positive sentiment. And if polarity was 0, the message was classified as having neutral sentiment. In our initial analysis, we found there were more human messages as compared to bot messages. And there were also more global messages as compared to the local messages. There were more positive sentiments around the COVID-19 pandemic as compared to the negative sentiments. Several models were used to try and classify bots versus human and local versus global messages. The models that were fitted with the logistic regression, the CNN, and the multinomial naive Bayes models. The results for the training accuracy for the bot versus human classification with an average of 86% training accuracy, and for the local versus global classification with an average of 98% training accuracy, and also for the sentiment classification with an average of 90% training accuracy. From our visualizations, you see that for human sentiments, there were more positive sentiments as compared to the negative sentiments, and for the bots, you would find the positive and the neutral sentiments at nearly equal frequency. For the location classification, we had more positive sentiments as compared to the negative sentiments and the global messages. The positive sentiments and the neutral sentiments were equally the same, but they were more than the negative sentiments. For the topics that were discussed, you would find for the global messages, most messages contained the word COVID-19, vaccine, COVID, and vaccine. And for the local messages, most messages contained the words South Africa, COVID-19, and vaccine. For the bots versus the humans, you would find the word clouds look nearly the same, look similar, and the most common frequent words were COVID-19, vaccine, South Africa for both humans and bots. And after this, we created an app to visualize these classifications of these messages.
Hi everyone. Here is our app, and we made sure that our app becomes automatically or completely RESTful, as if the user can import the data without having it to be saved somewhere or within a database. So it's a RESTful application interface. You can actually browse the data from wherever that you downloaded the data from the authorities, and then you import it here. We have created a small data set, and then from there you can actually have the tabs for, you can click on the tabs for visualization, the visualizations and the visualization, and then within the visualization you can see we have the all the sentiments for global, and then all the sentiments for local, and then we can see the categories as local and the global. From the same visualization, you can see the visualization for the boards with their sentiments, the categories for the board and the board detected and their sentiments, and then you can also see the discussions per topic. This one will take long because of the topic millennium modeling model. Will take a bit long, a few minutes, and then it's done, few seconds. And then we have got South African tweets that Raymond was actually talking about, and then we have got international tweets. Let's wait a few seconds. And then we have got the global sentiment. So for actually to actually export the data, and then as a mining study, you can see that this is the data. This is the data, the way the data is. You can see we had more global data and less of a local data. You can even export this data here, use to any data format that you want. It could be a CSV or Excel, and then you can also see the boards and human detection. Here are the 157 boards detected, and then you can see even the user message, the usage, the user rating per day, in order to actually see if the user could be a possible board. And then this is our app. Thank you, and I'm sorry for stuttering. Raymond.
That's all for our presentation. I hope you enjoy using the app. Thank you.